Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a Boy Howdy campaign for you. They're starting to test things out for Season 2. Rules will be a little differently. We'll explain that in a couple of minutes. But for our first map tonight, we're going to have the Hilltop on Conquest, followed up by the Bolivar Heights camp. Before we get into this, thank you to our YouTube members for the support. If you'd like to support, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. So our regiments for today, representing the CSA side, you have the 1st North Carolina Sharpshooters, the 14th Tennessee Evans Independent Brigade, 7th South Carolina, 7th Louisiana Stonewall Brigade, the Pennsylvania Army of Northern Maryland. That's PA, A&V, and Sussy Brigade combined into one, and you also have 6 Arkansas, whereas on the Union side, you have the Kentucky Outlaws, 1st United States Sharpshooters, Midwest Brigade, Eagles Brigade, 4th New Jersey, 2nd United States Rifles, Irish Volunteer Brigade, 20th Georgia, and the 5th Alabama. Will note 14th Tennessee flipped from the CSA side to the USA side to help with balancing. Appreciate the help with that. And speaking of balancing, it is 236 right now. CSA currently has 2 more players than the Union side. Artillery, though, both sides have 11, so our infantry in balance is 2 in favor of the CSA as you see it. Frontline reporters for today, representing our Union perspective. We have Salty from the Irish Volunteer Brigade, and then on the CSA side, we have Killer from the Army in Northern Virginia. Appreciate these guys so we can see what's going on the ground while also seeing what is going on in the sky. And if you're playing in this event, whether it be recording it and then uploading it later or live streaming it, send me a link to that, and I will put that in the pinned comment of this video. So go check that out if you want to see more actually people playing the game instead of watching it from above. But anyways, as mentioned, right, they are starting out the testing for Season 2 for the Boy Howdy campaign. So there's a little bit different rules. Now, last season, everyone could start moving out at the 42-minute mark at the quick time. They changed it for tonight for testing, right? These aren't solidified yet, at least to my understanding. But people can start quick timing at the 43-minute mark. So everyone can start moving out a minute early. However, you can still... you're still forced to quick time until the 40-minute mark. So that time change is not changed. So in a minute, both sides can start quick timing, or sorry, double quicking and then sprinting. The next change is in Boy Howdy campaign for Conquest. Normally you fight over 3 points. You got the A point over here, B point here in the center, and the C point over here. Now, right? Again, you normally fight over all 3. However, Boy Howdy campaign does things differently where you fight over 1 until the 25-minute mark, and then you can fight over the 3 points once the 25-minute mark has been hit. Now, they changed it from the 25-minute mark to the 30-minute mark, so the team who has an advantage won't, I guess, get too huge of a ticket lead. So we'll see how these changes go. Should be fun to watch nonetheless. That point they're fighting over for this first round is the B point. And just zooming out here, it looks like the CSA side is closer to this position. However, it looks like Union is taking a very roundabout way to get to this B point. So 8 or so seconds, we'll see double quicking and sprinting. Be live. And then something that I don't think has changed, but you'll notice they don't have bayonets on unless you intend to be in like melee or whatever. You're not allowed to have them on now. I've seen that at least be enforced kind of loosely. But if you ever see someone get charged and they don't have bayonets on, you might be like, well, why are they like that? Well, that's the reason why. But anyways, we hit the 40-minute mark. Double quicking and sprinting is live. Now, this is the Hatches Attack skirmish map for those of you who are wondering where we're at, because the Conquest and skirmish maps are on the same thing. They're fighting over the B point. Both sides are kind of doing a little end around here, like we're watching Bull Run, except for TKO, who's just gunning it straight to the point. They can probably see at least the CSA flags, maybe a couple CSA guys here, but what a weird start to our round here. 7th LA here to contest the TKO position, and TKO is going to start that cap. Something else to note, these officers in this event, there's no Steam chat. They got to talk in-game if they want to communicate with each other. So no instant communication. You got to send a runner or run yourself. So 6 Arkansas further up top. TKO looks like you got some 8th Virginia guys mixed in with them as well. The Asians there. They have their Asian event tomorrow morning, at least in terms of like an American time. Like if I were to play an Asian event, it'd be tomorrow morning for me. But It's interesting to see them on now. It's always a good thing. But further towards the west here, looks like you got the Stonewall Brigade. And then, I'm going to have to keep saying that, the Pennsylvania Army of Northern Maryland holding the corner position there. Kind of a long line there. So, CSA's got a strong position. TKO wasn't able to get that cap. They barely didn't get it. And I'm surprised CSA hasn't really moved for it. I'm also surprised Union only sent TKO up that way. Now, it does look like Union charged out the CSA RD, Eagles Brigade and Midwest Brigade doing that. You also got a couple 14th Tennessee guys, the guys who bounced over, coming in reserve. Meanwhile, closer to the Union spawn, looks like you got the 5th Alabama guys who are here with the 2nd U.S. guys, more towards the center here. And then in the woods here, you got IVB on the iconic rocks for hatches because it's on the point. So, I mean, CSA's got a very strong position. They're now starting to move out to get that cap. I'm surprised they didn't do it earlier, to be frank. But maybe they were trying to bait the Union into the open field by not necessarily going for the point right away and then catching them off guard. Which, I mean, they kind of caught TKO off guard, but TKO would not have stood a chance just because, you know, they're fighting a whole CSA team. Numbers are numbers, and that can decide war of rights a good portion of the time. So, how are they still... Okay. I'm like, holy cow, this seems like a long time to just not have it capped, right? Because how Conquest works, whoever has control of a majority of the points will start dealing a ticket drain on your opponent. Now, if you're up 1-0 like the CSA is right now, they'll be dealing 1 flagpole's worth of damage to the Union side. Now, if CSA were to capture 2, obviously they can't do that until the 30-minute mark, but hypothetically... Let's say CSA captures a 2nd point. They're up 2-0. They're dealing 2 flagpoles worth of damage. They capture all the 3. They're dealing 3 flagpoles worth, and there's a counterattack alongside that. But if we get there, we'll explain that. So, another thing to note is if each side captures 1 point, let's say Union captures a point right now, then they flags cancel each other out. So if you're up 2-1, you're only dealing 1 flagpole worth. You're not dealing 2, and they're not dealing 1 to you. But... the important thing is the flags deal more ticket loss to you than anything consistently in this game. And we have a little charge between 20th Georgia and EIB. 2nd Texas guys in there. Looks like they've got buck and ball.
Let's charge him. Charge him out.
Oh my goodness, the battle of 4v3 here. EIB runs away.
They're running. Hey, you better run. Hold it.
But... yeah, the flag advantage is going to deal more of a ticket loss to anything you can do in this game. Now, a charge might be able to surpass a flag ticket drain at any given moment, because big charge, right, a lot of tickets lost, but at least consistently over a long period of time. And, I mean, you can already see, right, CSA's had it captured for like a minute and a half at this point, and, I mean, Union's lost about 1/4 of a stage. Now, I don't think it's that extreme, but obviously there's been people dying on top of that, right? You still die, you lose tickets for your team. So, generally, there's 2 ways for the Union side, rather the team that doesn't capture the initial point to play the game. They can either sit back and wait for the other 2 points to open up, or they can try to dive bomb and get the point. Now, it looks like they're playing that more reserved approach, and the 2 strategies I just talked about from the team who doesn't have the point initially capped, the only point you can capture. It's been a mix of both we've seen, at least since I've started watching this event, in terms of if they want to play aggressive or not. Now, at least the nice part for the team that doesn't initially cap the first point is that usually that team that caps it right away, they're fighting over 1 point, and so the whole team that's defending it's going to basically be concentrated around that. Now, you do have TKO going in here again. They're not going to be able to do much. Again, just very much outnumbered. But the issue, though, is that the team defending is just going to concentrate their whole force on the flag. Why wouldn't they? And as a result, it's very difficult for the team who's trying to take the point to take it. And
Get the flag down. Get the flag down. Get the flag down.
CSA will be able to hold that. Looks like CSA is pushing in the woods further as well, just trying to charge out. So good charges here from the CSA right, at least just securing that, blocking Union off from being able to get over to the C point. But anyways, right, a lot of the times you'll see the team who doesn't capture the point, they just want to sit back and just wait it out to the 25-minute mark. The issue, though, is that, I mean, look at this, right? CSA's had the point for 3-4 minutes at this point. Union's almost down to engage. Normally, if this goes to the 25-minute mark, the team that doesn't capture, which is Union initially, right, they would be in taking losses by the time you get to the 25-minute mark. And so it's a huge hole to try and dig yourself out of. And CSA, after charging out some Union, they're just going to keep going through here. First Maryland's in front. IVB is going to try to hold this here. And doesn't look like all the CSA charged in, but it does kind of look like they're focused over at something else potentially. Yeah, it looks like some CSA were shooting off with some Union moving from their main spawn, but now the rest of these guys are going to push up and kind of dodge it. They're just going to run back to the corn. Although they did wipe a good amount of the IVB. Street Meat's left, but he's dead. And IVB flag actually down, so they won that charge. Look at that. Didn't look like it for the moment. But Union hits engaged. And, I mean, good charges there from CSA, right? CSA is very concentrated. And so they maybe saw Union really just kind of spread out. And so they went into the woods, maybe saw a couple Union there, charged them out, and then just kept going. And they got a good wipe, got a flag down. TKO is shifting over this way as well. With Midwest Brigade and 8th Virginia guys there as well. They should be able to retrieve that IVB flag, you would hope anyways. But, again, the issue for this Union side is they're so unbelievably spread out right now. Now, obviously, they're not really playing aggressive, so they can kind of afford to do this. But obviously, that downside is CSA does try to charge into you with more numbers that can just roll up on your flank and wipe you well. So, TKO gets that flag. 1.5 minutes until C and A can be captured. You do already have a CSA group moving over here. I like it from EIB. They're bringing a flag there. But looks like TKO, Midwest Brigade are getting in under the CSA right side again. And it's going to be tricky for Union because CSA has a firm lock on the center point. If Union splits their team in half to try to go for A and C, it might be very difficult, especially if CSA just all concentrates and goes for one of the points.
I want to. I need you with me.
So it looks like the CSA right side, the Pennsylvania Army of Northern Maryland, is going to get aggressive again. A and V hopping over. And they are going straight in there.
Dropping over. East, southeast.
Here they come.
Push out. Get these slide. You're not pushing.
You dead.
And that's another clean sweep from the CSA right. Is Union sending anyone over to the C point? Looks like Union does have a force heading that way. They are bringing a flag. Looks like you got 4th New Jersey here. And the 20th Georgia. They should be able to get that C point, which is good for Union. Union has essentially control of the A point, so I mean, we'll see how long. It's going to be difficult for Union to be able to maintain both the A and C point just because they're on the most extremes of the map. I mean, CSA can just send most of their forces towards one of the points and just slam into that and probably take it easily. Again, Union's just going to be really overextended. And so it's going to be rough here for Union, at least I think. But we'll see. You never know, right? I mean, something Union could do, right, is they could cap this C point and then immediately leave it, all group up on A, and then the moment you see that CSA decap C, you could rush B, because you know that maybe CSA has a couple guys, or a good amount of guys over at C, but maybe CSA just has a small force like EIB here doing that. But EIB will get that cap. Union being dealt 2 flagpoles of ticket loss right now. CSA up by basically a whole morale stage at this point. But Union's going to be able to get that point back in about a minute or so. Union capturing the A point as well. And so it's going to flip over in a second.
To the west, unit to the west.
Oh, I am. I'm shooting at the right guys. I can tell you that.
West, southwest.
And so Union gets A. They're about to decap C. And we'll see what CSA wants to do at this point. Again, heavily concentrate on the B point. They can choose, I would assume, they would choose the C point. I mean, even just looking at this match, when you know the Union spawns up there, they have their arty right above the A point. It makes sense for CSA to just push C, just because you're probably going to have less Union resistance up there. At least you would assume. But I mean, we'll see what CSA wants to do here. They got plenty of time. They're up by a whole morale stage, right? They're up by a morale state, or sorry, up by a flag for about 8 or so minutes. So, I mean, they have a bit of a buffer. And it actually looks like they might head to A. Look at that. Ah, I see. A and V's pushing this side. Meanwhile, you got Sussy and Molex in the front. Man himself. Well, I guess devs don't have invincibility powers. But looks like CSA maybe thinking Union has more at C. I mean, only the Pennsylvania Army of Northern Maryland is being aggressive here for CSA. They're hitting IVB.
It's not.
And that's a flag down for a moment. Some 5th Alabama guys are strolling in. They're just kind of outnumbered right now. I mean, this CSA group here, them combined have one of the larger numbered groups of this event. So, odds are is if they get into any engagement, unless the whole Union team's like together per se, or at least somewhat together, this side should do good. And I mean, they've been aggressive. They've been good so far. They at least get the Union flag down for a moment. I don't know where their flag is, though. Looks like they kept it back for safekeeping. You start to see that happen more and more often, though, as time goes on. In terms of strategy, I don't know when it started happening, but I remember seeing it first on Rivers Crossing, where the CSA... normally, when you're attacking, right, you bring your flags up with you when you want to take ground, but as time has gone on, with the flags spawning in someone every 5 seconds, they're very valuable. You don't want to lose them, especially if you're trying to take ground. Now, obviously, you need the flags to push up in order to take ground, because if the defending side is having a flag spawn someone every 5 seconds, you need someone, or a flag spawning someone in every 5 seconds to compensate for that. Because if you just charge in without a flag, most of the time, you're not going to do well. But obviously, all the circumstances apply. SB is shifting over to the C point here. You also got 7th LA moving over here as well. 14th Tennessee, looks like they joined the Union defense at C. They did get that EIB flag down. I'm going to guess that's them down there. But CSA, the issue for them right now is that they're fighting over A and C right now. They just need to commit the 1. And they're probably not communicating that, but Union's really spread out. CSA is also spreading themselves out to the Union here. Now, again, it's not like they know how many Union forces are at C or how many Union forces are at A, but one thing you can control is what you do with your team's efforts, and CSA is playing very spread out, and that's to Union's advantage right now. Because, I mean, CSA is kind of half pushing the C point here with 2 regiments. Union has that there as well. CSA is pushing to the A point with a little more force, but Union's got much more of a force here. So this is turning into Union's favor as CSA is about to hit engage. A couple more charges here from CSA in the woods, just getting Union spawns out. 27th Virginia, part of Stonewall Brigade doing that there.
We've got a down flag at C. They've got 2 flags at A, so it just depends how these guys.
And Union is going to take this opportunity, seeing CSA have taken the woods, to gun it to the point here. I like the aggression. 2nd U.S. Eagles Brigade pushing in. Gomez does not have a load. He might have already shot it. Probably did.
Sorry, boy.
Dodging shots, though, and stabs. Oh, I'm sorry. I jinxed it. Face planted into that fence. But Union is going to get all 3 points in a... They're going to get all 3 points. CSA are starting to move towards A, but most likely Union's going to get all 3 points. Just because they've already started this. They're about to get that decap. Wow. I mean, the fight at C right now, CSA's charging in, and it looks like they maybe have it, although a couple of their forces are heading back to the B point. Union's dealing 2 flagpoles worth of damage now on the CSA.
Third shift left.
CSA has really kind of mismanaged the past 7-8 minutes of the round. CSA is making a gun for the A point. You do got Stonewall Brigade, though, heading back down to B point. So Union's going to be able to get this point. Now, when Union captures all 3 points, they're going to be dealing 3 flagpoles worth of damage on the CSA side. That's huge, right? CSA is going to drop for a minute. But on top of this as well, the CSA will have 3 minutes to either neutralize 2 of the points or capture 1 of them. So they've got 3 minutes. It takes 30 seconds to lower or raise a flag, so they don't have a lot of time to do this. They'll probably be able to get this A point unless Union just bonsai charges in. But looks like CSA is about to win on C and get a Union flag. I don't know why that Union flag is just standing there.
Yeah, just keep holding, boys. Just keep holding. Just keep holding, yeah.
33rd Virginia gets charged out there. I mean, if the Union flag runs out of bounds, it despawns within 20 seconds. If a flag is dropped in bounds, it's a 5-minute despawn timer. CSA is getting heavily aggressive here, though. 7th LA, 6th Arkansas on the east side of this. Union's in a much worse position, kind of open. They have some rocks, but it looks like CSA is maybe getting a little bit of an edge there. Meanwhile, A and V, PA here as well. Sussy guys, EIB. They're getting at A point, and for all we know, CSA could start a counterattack in a second. That would be a heck of a flip. I don't know if I've ever seen a flip like that. We'll see, though. CSA is winning back the B point. Union's starting to retreat off the ground. CSA has taken 2 of those points back. Union's still dealing 1 flagpole loss to the CSA side. Now, Union's about to get decapped at B as well. What a point flip. CSA gets the A point. CSA, do they not have a flag over here? They might not. Ah, that's unfortunate. Man, if they had a flag over here, that would be awesome. If they could have done it too. That's the crazy part about all of this. And I mean, they'll send someone over to C, but CSA will probably lose that A point by time, because at CSA 4, you could see them start to trickle down the hill back to their own arty. But man,
Over here, boys, over here.
that would be real funny if CSA started counterattacking. But ticket gap is closed to about 1/3 of a morale stage difference. The rest of Stonewall Brigade's heading over to that C point to get the cap there. Meanwhile, Union is starting to take that A point back. Union, that's a crazy turnaround. IVB guys on the point here at A. But CSA still up by 1/3 of a stage. And, I mean,
Shot, boys. We just knocked down a shitload of them.
Union will be losing tickets in a second, with CSA going to be able to get that C point, even though Union's going to capture the A point here.
Run away, flag. Run
I
away.
am shocked CSA kept the flag up here with guys retreating down.
Yeah, flag's dead.
Wow. So that's a CSA flag down. So both sides have a flag down in their opposing person's safe point. You do have some CSA rushing forward, though. The banners guys here. And they're going to die valiantly. A little unnecessary of a move, but maybe they were trying to run up and get that flag. Maybe not realizing Union has a large portion of their team here. So, for the company that doesn't have their flag, no more respawns for them, at least until the flag despawns or someone picks it up, which we can assume is this Union group over here, 4th New Jersey, 14th Tennessee, and 20th Georgia, right? CSA, I don't know if they saw them or they're just moving, but they're holding in a good spot here up on the rocks. Just because, again, you want to prevent Union from picking up that flag, getting those respawns. Every guy you kill has to spawn back at your team's main spawn. And, I mean, Union main spawn is somewhere out in the woods here. I mean, these Conquest maps are huge. You can't be losing flags. Just because, obviously, you need to capture the points with flags. But the other thing, right, is respawning guys in your line. So, Union's down about a half morale stage right now. Union's got to make a move. They can't... Obviously, there's still a fair amount of tickets left for both sides. Union's got a morale and a half stage left, so they hit last stand and can't have any more respawns. CSA a little over 2 morale stages, so they got a lot of tickets. They have time, right? But obviously, you want to take a flag as quickly as possible. You need to keep moving because, sure, Union's sitting around. They're only down by maybe a half morale stage, a little more than that. But you can't afford that. You can't afford that, even for a few minutes. So you gotta keep being aggressive. Like 14th Tennessee is, they're gunning it in here. The CSA not looking? Guess not. That is kind of a hard angle though. That's gonna CSA is gonna get a little jump scared there by the 14th Tennessee, 4th New Jersey run up, 20th Georgia now going up there. And CSA flag will probably be able to get out, and Unions should be able to get their flag, assuming it doesn't despawn. Meanwhile, Union's charging CSA already. You also got Union movement into the corn there. And Union looks like they should be able to get the C point back. That's huge. IVB is pushing through corn here. Looks like they get some 33rd Virginia guys about to hit 6th Arkansas, who looks a little ready for them. They're already pre-aiming. Surprised they didn't charge in there. I mean, their flag is giving them away, so. But I like the aggression from IVB there. They just need a little more reinforcements there. But CSA's got a whole lot more force moving up. But again, doesn't really matter as of now just because Union's going to get that C point back. Not that they would know that.
And charge. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
But how you normally play Conquest, right? Oh, man, these guys are going to get wiped.
Hey, boys, right here! Keep going, keep going.
There's a very simple way to play Conquest, right? You have your safe point. You keep a couple guys at it. You send most of your team to fight over that center point, which is B in this case. And then you keep a small reserve at your safe point. Just in case your opponent tries to send a smaller force out to decap your save point, which is what a team should be doing. It's a high reward for low risk. So CSA reclaimed the corn. You have more Union reinforcements heading over here. Don't tell me the flag despawned. Why are they in?
Yeah, southeast.
I love the 9-man double rank here. Why are they double? Interesting. And, you know, I'm sorry I jinxed it. Looks like that flag didn't despawn. Man, that kind of blows. I mean, Union's not losing any tickets right now to flag loss. You do have Midwest and Eagles Brigade dive bombing it on the B. They are starting to get a decap.
I can't believe you missed.
Looks like they should be able to take it. 7th LA's kind of getting their butt kicked right now. 2nd US is in there with Union as well. 6th Arkansas is going to go in, but 5th Alabama here.
Pay your taxes, gentlemen. Come on now.
Oh, you're friendly. I'm just here to have fun. I'm just here to have fun. I just want fun.
So CSA hit taking losses. Union's dealing a ticket drain on the CSA right now. So 5th Alabama gets a white, but here comes A and V.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Oh, you just stabbed me.
It's just my job. It's not personal,
Not going so good there, brother.
Get that flag? Yep.
I hit that dude with a jump shot.
We're here with you, Legendary.
Yeah.
A&V still got a couple of guys left. Looks like CSA is starting to take the C point back. That's wild that Union flag decapped there. That's absolutely wild.
All right, boys. Let's kill these.
Union does get that cap at the B point, but it won't be long-lived. And then CSA instantly goes in again. Union has a... Did they get a CSA flag down here? Huh. I wonder whose flag that is. I mean...
Alright, we're holding B point, so...
Looks like it's the 7th South Carolina EIB flag. EIB's kind of been that group trying to go either protect the save point or go and decap your opponent's save point. So it looks like TKO held down there. I was like, why is there so many Union guys over there when there's no CSA? But they proved me wrong there. So CSA are going to get B back in a second. They have the C point. They're going to again start dealing with ticket drain. And again, time is of the essence for this Union team right now. You're down a home morale stage. That's already pretty bad. But, I mean, CSA still has a flagpole lead.
Cut him down, boys. Cut him down.
They're coming, they're charging, boys.
Oh, here they come. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck, is right.
The flag.
They're charging, boys. That's a big line. More Union to kill.
I ain't going nowhere.
Why are CSA retreating?
Why are you running?
You don't remember, you don't have to be the fastest, just you can't be the slowest. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So, Stonewall Brigade's just going to retreat. I mean, zooming out, maybe they're definitely outnumbered. Maybe they thought they were, and so they backed off, not wanting to lose a flag. So, Union will now be able to get that C point, which they need.
They got 3 points southeast. Yeah.
They're capturing C point, so we just play A and C until they fuck up.
But so Union will finally get that 2-1 lead. They've got to hold it for the rest of the game. It's possible for them to catch up. There's enough time for them to do it, but they just have to hold it. And that's the tricky part. Because again, right, Union, I mean, they split their team in half essentially defending A and C, intentional or not. And I mean, if CSA just sends, you know, 2/3 of their force over here, they could do some damage. But obviously, if there's not a lot of CSA here, Union could just push B right away. You just kind of got to bounce off that way. Union is moving away from C. I don't know if they're just trying to get a better spot or they know where CSA's at. Stonewall Brigade, 27 Virginia shifting through. IVB's about to hit him. I don't know if they see him, though. Might be able to see the flag. And they see the flag, at least. And it looks like they got about, you know, 1/3 to half of those guys there. So nice shots there. Looks like the 5th Alabama guys were there as well. So Union's going to secure this point for a while. No CSA nearby. So, I mean, we'll see, again, how CSA wants to play this. Looks like both sides of this CSA line are heading over to C. 6 Arkansas being on the most eastern side. Whereas to the west side, looks like you have Banners heading this way. Twin Banners, Sussy Brigade, whatever you want to call them. 2nd Maryland. They'll appreciate that one. Anyways, they're really cycling around there. I mean, Union's holding up on the corn. But no one's guarding their right. I mean, you wouldn't necessarily expect CSA to come from your spawn. And actually, they go through the corn right now. IVB's heading through the corn with good force there. You got a good amount of CSA groups pulling off of B, heading over to C. And now, I mean, Union might have a slight numbers advantage. They could maybe try to push the B point if they want. Oh, man. It's real hard to see what's going on in the corn. I mean, just looking at the view here from Salty, you can't see a few feet in front of you. Unless you see a flag on top of the corn. But it looks like you got a couple charges or spread out Union guys getting hit here. Rest of IVB turns around behind. And it looks like IVB will take that, getting a CSA flag down. You do have 6 Arkansas moving in here as well. Mind you, you got A and V guys going to flank the IVB's rear side. Banners guys going to push that C point. IVB's in a pickle here. A and V just kind of firing in there. They might get a team kill. It'd be more funny.
He died. No honor.
And so 6 Arkansas will at least be able to prevail and get that flag back up. A and V there. Banners on point. 20th Georgia now trying to move into stop.
nuts. You guys aren't nuts at all. You know that? You're not fucking nuts.
Too bad the rest of you can't shoot for
I don't
shit.
like that. Yeah, you guys kind of suck.
Up and over. Let's go kill her, boys. Up and over. Up and over. Let's go.
lads! Come here!
You ain't gonna make it, cunt! We did. We are making it. We are making it. We're literally making it. We're fucking making it.
So CSA will get that decap. I assume that's A and V charging in now.
Get out of here.
So banners get the decap, hold long enough for reinforcements to arrive. They're going to get a Union flag down and get that point back. Meanwhile, Union's making a good push here on B. Exactly how Union should be playing this. Nicely done on their part.
Back, come on.
So, surprised that IVB flag isn't down. Looks like you still have some guys up here. Ah, there it is. IVB and 4th New Jersey are gunning it to the point right now.
On my left, form up on my left. Fire by company. Ready, aim.
On his left, boys.
Fire. Charge him out.
Should have just charged right in.
They got nothing! They will die to a man here!
Flag, hop over the fence.
Move! How many more must die? You, Yankee man, you didn't make it, did ya?
You're scaring me.
Oh! Over the top! Maryland! All units!
Charge these fucking guys. Maryland. Maryland, come on.
Run, Forrest, run!
So they're going to continue that aggression here. IVB trying to run out with 5th Alabama. They have a flag in sight, CSA does. Union captured that B point. Union. Why is the flag stopping? Of all the people there, the flag should keep running. If you're retreating with the flag, you keep going until you see friendly in front of you. So, AV banners and such will be able to hold that. CSA, meanwhile, is taking the B point back. Again, with numbers from C coming back to reinforce at B, seeing that CSA 1C. I mean, this is Conquest at its best, just going back and forth, you know. Your opponent makes a push towards 1 point. You go to the point they just left, you know. It's a game of little cat and mouse. And, uh-oh. I don't know if IVB realizes they're about to hit, like, half the CSA team. It's like Salty sees it, and they duck out of there. Oh, the CSA notice they're behind.
Hey, fucking Rambo.
Hey,
Excuse me.
here, I got a magnum blue cheese pressed up against you to keep you warm, buddy.
I like it, boys.
Hello.
Behind us! Behind us!
You're Rambos.
Behind us! Behind us! It's not Rambos!
Countercharge!
Hello. Oh, get the fuck out of here.
On Jordan.
Shift right.
We're big chilling right now.
More up, coming down.
There's more coming up the west.
So, I like the push from IVB and 5th Alabama guys there. They went through the corn. I thought they were going to pull it out completely, but they just crashed in on the flank. They did a real good amount of damage. Just, you know, again, numbers are going to win you a lot of fights if you have them, and CSA had that. Union flag will at least get out to their spawn. 33rd Virginia guys. Right time, right place. So, despite all of that, Union put up a good fight. Just an unfortunate despawn here and there, but CSA right now up 2/3 of a morale stage as the Union team is about to hit into last stand. Last stand, meaning no more spawns, and banners want more. Oh, do they even see him? No, they don't. My goodness.
Rebels on our right.
Hey, boys. Good to see you.
Right wheel march!
First sergeant, first sergeant.
Independent.
Oh, dude, you're all just in one big group.
Yeah.
Just how your mom likes it.
Dude, it just makes it so...
Oh my goodness. Reva, the last one, dodging shots, killing men. Oh, never mind. You got...
Yankee boy! You ain't gonna make it, are you? Come here! Oh! Let's go! Let's go, lads! Well done!
So good kills on there. A&V rolls up late as always. I'm kidding. And so at this point, if you're Union, when you hit last stand, you can't respawn anymore. If you were dead, you spawn back at main. When you hit the morale stage of last stand and you're dead, you spawn back at main. It just allows the team who hits last stand to have one more full wave. And, I mean, Union's going to slowly die out. CSA can either capture all 3 points and win that way, or they can wipe all but 3 people on the Union side to end the round. Either way, are they going to get a decap? Why are you trying to kill the guy? Oh! Oh, what a shot from first VA. Saves that. I mean, they would have recapped it pretty quickly, but that's besides the point. But, yeah, when someone hits Last Stand and Conquest or Contention, I mean, these maps are just so huge. And if you're trying to kill all but 3 people, that's just going to take you a long time. So, best bet is this clock is just going to tick-tock down to 0. And it's going to be the end of our round here. A good first round, good first fight.
Coming through. I'm important. Coming through.
Let's go. We're going to artillery. Let's go. Press T. Go to start.
Charge these fucks out! Charge these pieces of shit out here! You get a spectate! No, Steph. Congratulations, you get a spectate! You guys play with yourself, too! Stand up, stand up! There you go, bend over backwards!
Behind us.
Oh shit, fuck, shit, there's a lot of them.
Oh shit!
Come with me over here! Oh shit, Phantom, get back!
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Phantom, no!
Y'all lost your flag back there.
You lost your flag. You lost your flag.
So, Union slowly being pushed back here. I mean, overall, I mean, it was a good round. CSA got the early cap on B. They were able to hold that for 7 or 8 minutes before the 2 other points opened up, which gave them a good amount of buffer. CSA kind of a bad play from there. I mean, really just going for A and C at the same time and let Union get the upper edge for a moment. CSA eventually reacted, was able to get the 2-1 flagpole lead. And then it switched back into Union hands. Union had a good response. Then CSA eventually responded. Union responded. I mean, it was just back and forth with the 2-1 flagpole leads from each side. And, I mean, in the end, I think it just came down to CSA having that initial point for the first 7 or 8 minutes. I mean, that's a huge thing to overcome. So, I mean, overall, a very even fight once all the points opened up. It was a even conquest match. But in the end, CSA got to that middle point first. And as a result, they're going to get a win here today, at least for our first round. Second round, they'll probably get a win too, but I mean, we'll see what happens.
Hello. I'm dead, but you're.
Accidentally clicked B instead of V. I'm gonna.
Eat ass! I'm gonna slap you with my bomb.
Nice. Confederate officer down. Yeah.
So, if CSA capture the point, a counterattack will begin. Black time will stop.
Keep firing.
We have to, but that's all we got.
Alright.
Alright, you know what? Fuck it. TPO, come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
On me, Charge Bandit.
Let's go.
I can't see shit.
Let's go. Let's go.
Fuck your artillery.
Come on.
Hey, thanks for making this easier, Billy. I got tired of chasing you. Hey, nice pistol. Come here. Boom.
This is just like Union freshman year.
Get off my land.
So, if they fully wipe Union, the round will still end, which there's how many are left? I mean, there's these. Oh, there's 4. This guy dies and the round ends. Yep. So, yeah, I mean, again, all things considered, a very even round of conquest, back and forth, good plays on both sides, but CSA just was able to capture that point initially, and that does it. So, I mean, the 30-minute timer versus the 25-minute timer, obviously just an initial reaction, but it seems like a good move just because it gives the team who doesn't initially get that point a chance, assuming the strategy is to just sit back, which is what you see a good amount of time. But anyways, good first round. We'll see you all shortly for our second round of skirmish. And here we are to the start of our second round, the Bolivar Heights camp. Haven't seen this one in a minute. And let's look at our server pops. So sides are still the same, but we're in a different game mode. And look at that, numbers perfectly even, 122 a side, something you don't see too often. So it's a beautiful thing to see. Artillery-wise, CSA's taking 13, Union's taking 11. So our infantry imbalance is 2 in favor of the Union side right now. This is absurd. And I think the biggest reason for that is, I mean, the Union point of contention is over here, their defensive position. This is where the Union defensive line is. Now, when you're looking from a CSA gunner position, which is all the way down here, mind you, you're shooting uphill, and the Union line is underneath that crest. You can kind of see the Union line here, but you got to be, the fuse time has to be set exactly right, and most of the time you're just going to be hitting over top because you're shooting uphill. So it's a really tricky shot for CSA already to get. Now, sometimes you'll see CSA like to run up here and take the Union guns because this map is generally easy for the CSA side. CSA, they had a 24% ticket imbalance. In favor of them is the attacker side. Developers, though, a couple months ago gave the defending Union side justifiably 10% more tickets, so CSA is only up by 14% tickets. Now, I think Union might be more, but of course we'll see what happens here in our match tonight. So, Union weaponry for their defense, they have the 39th New York with the Mississippi, and they have the 87th Ohio with the Springfield 55 and the Lorenz. CSA, on the other hand, they have the 1st Louisiana Zouaves with the Mississippi, and they have the 9th Louisiana with the Springfield 55. But more importantly, they have the option of the Springfield 42, which is bucket ball, and in the close quarters fighting of the camp, shotguns are going to prove useful. Remember, quick time starting at 43, no double quick and sprinting until the 40-minute mark. Union gunnery, on the other hand, I'm surprised they have a lot of guys on guns. They can counter battery if they want, but that's really a waste of manpower. But they can turn the guns to face this way and shoot at the CSA approaching if they want to as well. This strategy doesn't really work, but they can make kind of a caisson wall to kind of block CSA from running through, which it also is a nice barrier wall. But the issue with that is this map, as mentioned, right? CSA have shotguns, Union don't. And so CSA very easily with their ticket advantage, now obviously new ticket imbalance for at least seeing this for the first time for me, so maybe it's different, but based on what we've seen in the past, CSA have been it's been very easy for CSA to just push right through the Union lines and get back here. And if they push past a Union caisson wall that they make, CSA can then use that wall. So, but CSA strategy, most of the time they'll just group up and try to push through this kind of wall, or I guess line to the point here. Or they might send some guys out here to the far Union right and just collapse in from this side as well. I mean, there's really any amount of ways for CSA to take it. As long as they play aggressive, there should really be no reason why they lose this. Again, pending the ticket change. Looking at this Union defensive line very briefly, looks like you got Eagles Brigade off on the far right side. Well, who are these guys? Second U.S. guys going really far out. As some skirmishes, you got the rest of the Union team grouped up. Most CSA going through the woods, which is what they traditionally do to have cover. But ANV and Vanders here are just gunning it straight behind the Union line. I don't think I've seen this before, at least to start a round. And CSA charging in from the wood line as well. At least maybe getting some initial success, but what a start.
What's up, bitch?
Shut your mouth.
So Union team kind of in a pickle right now. As CSA's on both sides. CSA did bring their flag over on this side as well.
Fuck you, city boy. They're in square formation. Oh my god, they just keep getting blasted.
Union's got to punch out, preferably punch out the CSA who are closest to the point. Looks like they're starting to do that.
A and B back to the bird.
Leave me alone. Let's go home. Alright, hold right here, boys.
Oh shit, we're stuck.
We're stuck. All 20 and hold.
If the Union could get a CSA flag down, that'd be a huge start for them, and the flag is stuck. How is Hump still... Yeah. So, CSA will lose that flag there, and that's a start for Union. Tickets very slightly in CSA's favor right now. But if you're attacking, as long as you're keeping tickets even, or even have a lead, you're doing phenomenal. So, really no complaints if you're CSA right now. Outside of maybe losing that flag, which it's outside the berm, so CSA can probably just run up and get it relatively easily, if they want. And you have some CSA down here skirmishing, which I don't know why you're skirmishing all the way down here. You're not hitting these shots. And if you do, great shot, but also... You know, it's 5 men, sure, but 5 men would be good in a charge. But, I mean, hey, tickets actually fairly even, all things considered, so maybe the ticket balance was actually good. I mean, we'll see. CSA, I mean, they sent a good amount of forces forward, it looked like. They do have some guys going far left here, 6 Arkansas. They're pushing up here. Looks like this Union group got shot off and fell back. And CSA is a little spread out right now. And Union's charging out, trying to get a flag. Not a bad idea. 2 of them there.
Oh, boys, brace.
Brace, stick together, stick together.
Brace.
You fucking Yankee cucks. You fucking Yankee filthy fuck.
Why don't you eat my ass, you piece of shit?
Thank you.
Alright, 4th New Jersey rally. Let's go back to...
So, CSA lose a flag. It should be recoverable for them, but, I mean, Union, for the most part, they're sticking together as a team. They're, for the most part, moving together. I mean, if they are at least moving somewhat fast, considering there's not like a Steam chat where the officers can communicate live with each other, but CSA just... I mean, they put some pressure here in the tent, but it looks like they didn't put too much pressure. And so that little pinching maneuver by CSA, which looks real good on paper, I guess just did not execute. Again, they're even on tickets. They're doing fine. But now they're down 2 flags. First US Sharps moves in a very risky position.
You got it. You guys got it. You guys
Kill
get
him.
it.
Short right.
Good uniforms for the first US Sharpshooter guys, though. They get wiped. Meanwhile, running back up to get their flag.
Put the colors right there for me. Right there for me. I'm gonna fucking shoot him down. Boy, howdy, you die.
It's a fucking ball.
Boy, howdy, you die. Boy, howdy, we are not...
You'd be thinking we're watching Bolivar Heights readout with this right now.
This is the Boy Howdy campaign. We clown in this motherfucker.
Ow.
Yeah, we touch people like you for breakfast.
Your hat's stupid, Yankee.
Your hat's fucking stupid. You got a stupid
You got a stupid hat, Yankee.
CSA, for the most part, are just waiting for Union to appear, whether it be going over the berm and then taking their shot. Union's kind of going in independently as well over here. You can't be doing that. I know CSA's focused on numerous sides, but you can't let CSA, just like Bolivar Heights readout, you can't let the CSA just sit in the berm, get respawns, and have close range shooting on you, especially when you have buck and ball. CSA's barely committing on the wood side. I don't know why they're not. They have a lot of guys down here who really are just shooting from a distance. Sure, they might be getting a couple kills, but when CSA is putting this much pressure on essentially the Union rear, granted, you got Union guys over here, but mostly artillery. When you have this much pressure on the Union rear, you gotta pinch, or else you're just gonna be picked apart. I don't know why most of the CSA team is playing this conservative. Either whole CSA team has to play conservative, or they all gotta go in, right? You gotta do things together in this game. You can't do stuff independently and expect it to work most of the time. Now, obviously, CSA is kind of staying a while, or they're staying alive up here. But it's not like Union's really mounting a countercharge, and that's to CSA's benefit. But regardless of that, both sides about to hit engage. CSA is probably going to hit it first, though. But again, right, if you're even with tickets, if tickets are even overall, as an attacker, you're feeling really good. Obviously, you'd like to be up if you can, be feeling great. Even if you're down like a fourth of a morale stage, you can still feel good if you're an attacker. It's about a third to a half morale stage where attackers will start getting worried. AB, 5th Alabama guys now going in. Again, all by themselves. It's like Union responded to what the Pennsylvania Army of Northern Maryland did. Union responded perfectly. They all grouped up and pushed them out right away. They're just now going independently. Like, look, we saw 5th Alabama going in. Now TKO's going in on their own. And again, right, this Pennsylvania Army of Northern Maryland. That's so absurd to say that. They're the largest group tonight, and so if Union just sends each group independently, they're just going to get wiped. I mean, they're slowly getting whittled down, but another CSA flag down over here. Are you kidding me? CSA's just, for the most part, playing this atrocious. The reason why, if you're an attacker, you want to keep tickets even is because of how the last stages work, right? So we saw last stand last round, where defenders hit that. No more respawns at that point. However, if you're an attacker, you hit final push, black timer will drop to a couple minutes if the timer's above that point, but you still have infinite spawns. So on one side has a lot of spawns, the other side has no more spawns. It's a huge advantage. You need a buffer as a defender. That's why you want a third to a half morale stage at a minimum. But IVB now rushes in, helping TKO out. And CSA will at least be able to get that flag a little further out compared to last time. But, I mean, this is just completely uncoordinated from the CSA side. Again, you can say the officers don't have a Steam chat, but, I mean, they had coordination before the round, before the event, really, to talk about what they wanted to do. And so, someone's not following the plan, or the plan was real bad. It's like CSA is going independently out of the woods. You can't be doing that.
Hold 27th.
Are they countercharging? Are we shooting them? Oh, wait, no, they're not.
Nice! Charge!
No, they're not. Shoot them, boys. Shoot them. Shoot them out.
Race charge.
I can hear Zapstar screaming out of Killer's POV. I didn't know if that was catching up in the main recording or not. Not very happy with the CSA sitting in the woods, and I don't blame them. Hey, especially if that was the plan of coordination. Obviously, we don't know that, but this is shockingly bad strategy from CSA. Shockingly bad. Where are they at?
Let's go! Let's do it. Let's get them.
Turn the Union into drug guns.
Missed a little speech, but it was something to hear. We'll see what happens here, but I don't remember the last time I've seen CSA lose this map. 6 Arkansas is going around.
In the bush, and then independent boys kill these guns until.
It's like, if the whole CSA team is sitting back and shooting it out, right? Even though I may not agree with the strategy, it's like, sure, they're doing it together, but CSA is just, they're not doing anything together. Like, why is 6 Arkansas going in by them? Okay, they have guys moving in as well. Look at that. 7th LA is going in, but Union's starting to push out. I don't know if they're counter-charge. It looks like they're trying to charge and get that flag out. Not a bad idea here from Union. Looks like they probably won't be able to get a good flag discipline there. At least getting it back to where CSA can pick it up. But now 7th LA is out here kind of by themselves. Meanwhile, you got some more scattered charges here. A and V's just hitting this right away on their own. IVB holding. More CSA reinforcements moving out of the woods. And this looks like a larger CSA force. This is what CSA needs. Got Union reinforcements starting to trickle in here. More CSA reinforcements. 3rd flag coming out of the woods now.
Independent flyer, here they are. Direct front. Cut them down as they come up, EOs.
Watch behind our line. There was
And
a
Union, who had somewhat of a lead in tickets a moment ago, that's starting to disintegrate a little. Nice shot from Union already, though. Real good shot, actually.
Spear wall, hold on.
Retire.
Hold it, boys, hold it. Get the flag back up, get that flag up, right that.
So, CSA at least get a little bit of a foothold in the corner here. One last CSA group needs to get involved in this. But, I mean, you only had... I mean, CSA, half the team went in, and then another fourth. I think the other last fourth is starting to push up right now. But, I mean, you saw CSA didn't all go in together, and they were able to take ground and deal damage. You also have some CSA behind Union lines completely, and now they're charging in on this side.
Nothing on this Confederates, boy. Yankees, you can't take up.
Keep trying, keep fighting, keep going down west, keep going down west, keep going down west.
Southwest coast, five yards. Here.
I mean, look at what happens when the CSA team can group up and move in mostly together. Ticket gap is basically evened out at this point. CSA is starting to take ground, and they're starting to clump Union up even more. Union was already pretty clumped up, but now they're even more clumped up. And both CSA will still probably hit taken losses first. Probably. Don't fail me now.
Southwest.
Shift left, Arkansas. Shift left.
I mean, the Union defense, they've been doing a decent job, all things considered. Now, when they went in independently over here on the multiple CSA groups there, now that was bad. But, I mean, for the most part, Union sticking together as a group, moving out together as a group. Again, this map really just comes down to how well CSA plays. And, I mean, they were real bad for the first part of this match, and now they're starting to bring it back as a team together. So, good job from CSA to get back together. It seemed like, based on what I was hearing, Zapstar was really trying to galvanize CSA to do it. And it happened. So, Union actually dropped first. I was wrong. Look at that. CSA's taking the ticket lead back. Slightly, but you know it's something. Just one Union flag down. These Union guys are trying to get it, but they're just... You can't hide in the tents. They don't block bullets either. They are losing out of lines trying to get that flag. CSA starting to inch down the berm a little bit. Looks like it's AANV, PA, 33rd Virginia doing that. You have some CSA harassing over here. Again, not going to be doing a whole lot. Is that a... Oh, I thought there was a Union gun there for a second. I'm like, holy crap, they rolled that down far. Both sides are taking losses.
I'm not killing enough of them. I want to kill all of them.
Down here, Red Musket down here. Arkansas down here, let's go. Down here, we're regrouping Arkansas, let's go.
Give us a sec.
EIB is starting to push down the...
With the IB, go.
With the little hole there. I mean, they can get great flanks on the Union. Looks like you got banners pushing up alongside them as well. They might gun it through, or they might just flank. We'll see. Looks like you got CSA starting to push straight in as well, at being the 27th Virginia. They're just charging right in. 27th VA going in kind of by themselves, though. And Banners gets wiped there, pushing in forward by themselves as well. But, I mean, look at the tickets. CSA's almost up a fourth of a morale stage. A simple tweak to the strategy, and look at all things change. Look at that. This is just a rough map for Union. Real rough.
Keep firing straight front to the north. And down that line and down this line, that is where all the enemy's at. Avoid shooting our own already, folks.
So CSA at this point, kind of seeing it play out already, but they just slowly push forward and they'll be able to push Union back. Union's almost down a half morale stage. It's a third of a morale stage right now.
Keep firing.
Let's go, Kentucky! Kentucky! Kentucky!
Hey, right, they're in the tents, right, in the tents, right.
Keep falling off again.
EIB running up, taking shots and going back, but you can see kind of this wall that was mentioning. It's kind of a wall, not really a wall, especially with the opening right there, but I guess it's something. But again, right, this map just favors CSA in a huge way, because I mean, Union's just clumped up in a real tiny area here, and with CSA having the 42s, I mean, especially if they get close, they can just bang some shots in there and get out. Snuffy, last one of the three, and there he goes.
Tip of the spear, Eagles. Tip of the spear.
I like spears.
I like spearing the red.
Looks like you got more moving down. Looks like EIB and Banner guys. I mean, they have nice flanking shots. You're just putting yourself in a hole, though. I'm surprised they're pushing up this side. I mean, maybe that Union firepower is really killing the CSA center, but 7th LA is going around the side. And CSA is kind of devolving again. I mean, they're in a much better spot. They're winning, but they're still starting to return from the beginning.
Someone shoot that guy left of the wagon. Someone shoot that guy in the wagon.
It's like CSA just, again, mob up and just slowly push your way forward. This is sad. I mean, they're probably going to win this game at this point, barring anything absurd. But Seventh LA, 6th Arkansas are just out shooting on the side. I mean, who is this? I mean, we've seen them do this once or twice. 33rd Virginia is going in on the round. It's like, I mean, I guess you have the visual cover of the tents, but well.
Take that shot, take that shot. Maintain the advance!
If you're new to War of Rights, hey, you know, it happens though. That's the thing, right? Everyone's got their idea for how they want to play a map and how they want to win it. And sometimes a communication or just a plan really breaks down the instant the round starts. It'd be like that. Now, there's situations like this map where there's convention meta, or just meta that's been defined, that's worked for so long for CSA. Why would you change that, really? And it looks like CSA already just team killed a bunch. I'm shocked they're still down there. I mean, it's fun to watch already shot fly around like that, but they just hit their own guys. Again, it's a hard angle for them. CSA barely up on tickets right now. That pushes up from CSA were just bad. And Union is somehow in this fight. You know, I almost hope Union wins at this point at this rate. That's the thing, is War of Rights as a game, there's not a whole lot of updates that happen. They do one once every quarter usually, or every 3 months I think it is. Which is a quarter. Yeah, we can do math here. And So maps usually don't change a whole lot, and especially in terms of their meta, just because the game doesn't change a lot. If something works and it hasn't failed, why would you change from that? The ball is in the court of the team that loses a lot to figure out something new. And now sometimes it's impossible to overcome, like Garland stand as Union attacker. But Union's countercharging here. TKO's going in all by themselves with some IVB. I don't know what this move was. Again, it's like, you know, at CSA you got ANVPA and banners charging up on their own. TKO and IVB just charged in on their own for no reason. If you're going to do that, charge in with your whole team. You can't do that. Wow. That's probably the second questionable decision Union's done. I mean, this feels... The Bolivar Heights camps feels like one of those maps, at least for Union, where it's too big to overcome. If the CSA play okay, there should be no reason why the Union win this map. Which, I mean, CSA's playing this bad and they're winning by a fourth of the stage. Really tells you maybe you should give Union more tickets. EIB is now going through this again. CSA hits breaking. If CSA captures the point at this time, they'll win the game.
Yep, I actually believe that. So, right there, east. Those slow down them and kill them. Sorry, dude. Oh!
I mean, this can happen when no one has a Steam chat. You know, communication can just break down. Team's not communicating, whatever. Could be like that. Subside 6 Arkansas is pushing up. I think they gotta... I don't know if the rocks are on point. I think they gotta push up a little bit. Could see CSA already shot hit right there. I mean, it's a hard angle for them to go at. 7th LA is now pushing up. And TKO is charging in at this point. The thing is, especially on a map like this, where a lot of the fighting is not necessarily close quarters, but it can be really crammed. If a side has bucking ball and the other side doesn't, you need to give them... Nice already shot. That was a real good shot. Really well timed, too. Another one over there. Hold up.
Yeah, see? Looks like someone just stabbed you, buddy.
Huh. Good job to those CSA guys. Now that was a little long fuse, but that was a couple good shots there from CSA Arty. I wouldn't necessarily expect that. I mean, it's a real hard shot for CSA. Man. So Union slowly falling back, starting to get to where the Union already is. CSA is still spread out. I mean, you got the independent charges from 33rd Virginia over here, but... Man.
How about front line? How many enemies there? Front line.
But if you give one side bucking ball, and especially on a map that's contained like this, what I was saying before we watched that little charge a moment ago, if one side has bucking ball and the other side doesn't, you have to give the other side some form of advantage. Like, you need to give... It's like East Woods, for example. CSA has pistols. I don't know if they have pistols, but they have shotguns. Actually, I can just look it up right now. Let's see. Sorry, they don't have pistols. I'm stupid. CSA's got buck and ball on that map as an attacker. Union defense. They have the 42nd Pennsylvania, which is a custom regiment. They have Sharps carbines, really good at shooting. But when you're fighting in the woods, what is that already shot? When you're fighting in the woods, Sharps carbines are not great. You'd much rather have a shotgun or pistols. Union doesn't have that. CSA has a huge advantage with the buck and ball. Union doesn't have that. It's similar to this map, except the defenders. Sorry, the same thing. So you need to give defenders almost a ticket advantage, I would argue, on some of these maps. Maybe this one. But anyways, CSA collapsing in. Union's about to hit last stand.
To the left, to the left.
And it looks like only 7th LA went in there. They held. CSA, though, up by half morale stage. Union's about to, again, hit last stand. EIB is charging up center. Union's counter-charging out to the east, away from point. Looks like they're trying to get a CSA flag over there. Not a bad idea from the Union guys there, but good flag discipline. Whoever the 1st LAB regiment is here, at least Savage here with the flag. I mean, that flag's had good flag discipline. So Union, no more respawns for them. If they were dead, they spawn back at main so that the defenders can have one last wave. Union needs to hit CSA in the final push as soon as possible to lower that black timer. You need to limit the attacker time. Sure, you're going to lose a lot of guys, but you got to do it. And I like that IVB's charging in, but they're only going in by themselves. So CSA is going to get a win here. Not a good win at all.
I'll take the first
Last stand cannot go. Push left.
Sony, listen to me. I'm your battle buddy. Oh, they got me.
Fucking little bitch.
Get him, turn off your computer or something? What the fuck was that?
That already shot. That's what I expect normally on this map.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Where's decoys?
Hey, where the pasta?
Enjoy that fucking
Where the
ball.
pasta? Hey, boy, where the pasta?
Wow. So, Union's going to hit CSA in the final push. This map should not be this close, even with a 10% ticket buff to Union side.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get final push.
But, wow.
Give me your shoes.
What the fuck was that?
Guys, just come back. Oh, fuck. You're open.
Wow, they knocked in the final push. Look at that. So, yeah, CSA will get the win. Again, a pretty crappy win at that. CSA charged initially. They had multiple regiments charge the berm. And if they charged the berm, that would really make me think their plan at the beginning, or during coordination, their plan before the event was to charge here and charge from the woods over here as well. Kind of do collapse in on them. But the woods side, they pushed up a little bit, but they didn't full force it. And it led to Union being able to stay into the match, which, as it gets later into the round, you definitely don't want that to happen. But CSA was starting to be down on tickets. They eventually got rallied up, and they all pushed forward. And look at what happened the moment they pushed forward. And then immediately after they pushed forward, even the tickets back out, they just went back to doing what they were doing. But by that point, since they had taken good ground, Union was kind of pincered, and it was just a slow death for Union at that point. Union didn't do anything. I mean, they did a thing or two bad, but we talked about that through the round. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you were able to get some enjoyment out of this and at least learn a little more about strategy in this game. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord and Clips channel in the description as well. I appreciate, could not do this without you, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your night.